Lots of folks are asking, what's in my drawers? My makeup drawers, that is. We're going to do a fun, quick little tour of my makeup collection today. So if that interests you, stick around and we will dive right on in. All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Cher. Now, I do a lot of reviews here on the channel. I especially love to cover a lot of beauty boxes. And I'm also a freelance makeup artist as well. I have a very large makeup collection. That is everything that is in these drawers. I also have my vanity full of makeup too. So I've recently gotten some requests from people to see what's inside here. Everybody wants to see the drawers, and I've actually been requested of that previously as well, but it's actually good timing now with these latest couple of requests because I did just recently reorganize to try to make room for more stuff. And so I'm excited and happy to kind of share it with you guys if that is what you want to see. I thought it would actually be fun to do a full makeup tour video. So we're going to take a peek at my personal collection. I also have my pro makeup kit as well. I can show you guys a tour of it too, but it's not as much my personal collection. It's what I use for clients. And so you can kind of see how some of that's organized. I've done my kit organization before a long time ago. Gave you guys a tour, but I definitely haven't done one of those in a long time. So maybe we can just kind of go through it all today. So let's get started, and I'm going to share, we're just going to start on these drawers and I'm going to show you one by one what is in each of them. Now, I'm probably not going to go through every single item. We're just going to give you an idea of how it's organized. I do declutters ever so often, and it is so time for several declutters, especially skincare. An overall makeup one, and I even will do a fragrance declutter, I think, too soon. So I am definitely due for another one, and an eyeshadow palette declutter. So you kind of see like one by one each little collection through those, and I share with you guys reviews all the time, my beauty empties, my beauty hits and misses. So you see some of these products, but I guess you get to see where it all lives and how it's all organized. So I know that's always fun, you know. And I definitely enjoy these kind of videos where I get to just give you a tour. So fun. So let's get started. So I have two sets of drawers here because I needed two. And I have a third cart that has a lot of hair and nails and stuff on it also. This left set of drawers here, the top drawer, we're going to open and take a peek at. This is my general, I don't want to call it my sun drawer, but a lot of it is my sun drawer is what I like to call it. It's my sun. No, sun like sunshine. I have a lot of body oils, and then even though this is more of a face bronzer, I use it for the body because I am allergic to a lot of self tanners. So I use that more as a tanning lotion. So this is kind of like my body oils and bronzing. And then my bougie sunscreens or tinted sunscreens. I have this medicated breakout tonic that's more for the body. So I put it in here. Some of my little mini ones, sunscreens, tinted gels and whatnot. And then in the back, we have setting sprays. Pretty much all of these are setting sprays, the entire back. These are kind of my good ones over here, and the rest are like ones I've got. I don't want to say they're not good, but just kind of general ones I've gotten in beauty boxes. And then I store my absolute best ones, or ones I'm not using personally, in my pro makeup kit. And then I have a few more up on my vanity that we'll talk about at the end too. Next drawer is going to be what I call the base drawer. Yeah, I know it's out of control. This is very messy. So over here are a lot of my primers, and this includes like bronzers too, like glowing bronzers, you know, bronzing drops, all different types of primers. And there's a lot kind of buried underneath, you know, just to kind of give you a feel. We've got like the blood drops too. And then we move over here more to foundations and CC creams, skin tints, and what have you, all up in here. It's very messy. I have my airbrush foundations all back in here. Most of it are from Luminous. I've got a Sephora one also. Back along in here are my setting powders, brightening ones, translucent ones, like both finishing powders and setting powders. And then we have concealers and like a couple of color correctors too. Okay, the next drawer is just a little broken, so I'm not pulling it the whole way out, but this is my lash drawer. It's like out of control too. All of my false lashes basically, but my personal use ones and like lash extensions. You can see I have a whole bunch of them. So yeah, and they also include like magnetic ones too, but I'm not a big fan of them, so I don't end up keeping them all. But yeah, I've got a whole drawer that's just all my lashes. Next is another, well, what I call kind of the eye drawer, but it's not like eyeshadows and stuff. It's just other types of eyes. So we have mascaras. As you can see, my mascara collection is absolutely out of control. There are like 4 layers deep under here. So many mascaras. And then we move on to the brow collection. Again, I have more up on my vanity too, but these are kind of what's in the drawers. We have then like the liquid eyeshadows or toppers or single shadows as well, and glitters and, you know, more fun sparkly ones that are just singles, not in palettes. And then I have a few things back here that are kind of more tools. My little eyeshadow buddy model, some brow wax kits, stencils, brow stamps, all that fun stuff. And then in the very back here are all of my eyeliners, all different colors, liquid, regular, gel, you name it. We move on a little bit more to face products. This is kind of like my face palettes drawer. And so these are more the face, like, you know, highlights and blushes. A lot of Ofra ones. I love my Ofra palettes. This is like a big giant one I got. One of my favorites, like everything you could ask for. Kind of keep it in here if it's anything that's more like a palette, like it has more than one, like it's not just a single blush or a single highlight or what have you. If there's at least like 2, I keep it in here. Like this is a full face one of blush and highlight and bronze. These are like blush, full palette, you know, the Pixie, a highlight one, highlight back there, Ofra face palettes. And this is a lot of highlight, but it's several different colors. So I still kind of consider it almost like a palette, even though it's all in one single, like an Old Saint palette. This one folds out and is like a travel of everything too. So I kind of put it here and considered it more a face one. This is face tape. I just threw it in with the face stuff. So yeah, so this is actually a fairly empty drawer. But I wanted to kind of keep my face palettes separate from my eyeshadow palettes. Next we have the blush drawer, which is a favorite drawer. We all love our blush, don't we? And you might have seen this one in my shorts. But this is a lot of just like the single ones, all of the liquid ones in here, and cream sticks, cream singles over here, powder singles, and just all the ones in the middle I couldn't quite fit back in there. More liquid back. I need to get more organizers in here, but they're just thrown in here for now. And then we have the bronze contour and highlight drawer. This is more for the singles again. Not as full either of a collection, but this is more of your bronzers, contours and whatnot on this side. And this one is more for my highlights. So I have more, you know, just I need to get more organizers in here too. I've run out. Okay, so that was the left side. Now we come over to the next set of drawers on the right here. We start off on this side with a lip drawer. This is one of my 2 lip ones. This is more the favorite drawer because it has more of what I like to consider the hydrating drawer is what I call it. So like lip oils, lip balms, lip treatments, and some of my favorite of like plumpers or glosses over here. So here's all the like the lip oils in my collection. which are absolute favorites. These are kind of overflow from another drawer that are more glosses or plumpers. Most of them are favorites, but a couple of these sting, so I'm still trying to decide. And then these are all my balms. And then back here are more like lip butters and treatments, exfoliators, and more of your like balmy ones in the tubes or like in the tubs like this for the lips treatments also. The next drawer is all lips as well. Yes, it's out of control. Both of these are my lip bullets. These are kind of more like my bougier ones, like ABH, NARS, Clinique, Fenty, Kosas. I don't even remember what all is buried down in here, but kind of more like a little higher end, better ones. Or I don't know, some favorite ones. And then these are your other ones. I got some Jeffree Star, some Juvia's Place, some Sephora Color Pop, things from beauty boxes, drugstore. And then we have all of my lip liners in here. These are more the personal use ones. And then lip glosses and lip jellies all back here. And then over here are all of the liquid lips. So I'm not a huge liquid lip person, so some of these are going to be getting decluttered soon, but just some of the newer ones I've gotten, ones I want to try. Here's a lot of the mini ones in this tube. I do like my Ofra ones, so I'll definitely probably keep those. But yeah, I need to sort through all the liquid lips for sure. Yeah, this drawer is nuts, I know. Then we start getting to the eyeshadow palettes. So the next 5 drawers are all eyeshadow palettes. And yes, I did add one, even though I know that was kind of breaking my rules. I ended up having to make a separate Jeffree Star drawer. So we'll talk about that when I get to it. So we begin with my, I don't know what you'd call this drawer, but this is kind of the more affordable, like some drugstore, some, you know, like you got ColourPop. I have my whole ColourPop collection in here, which is a lot. Juvia's Place, and a lot of the smaller palettes that I've gotten from like Ipsy or where have you, in different beauty boxes. I've got some drugstore back here, BH Cosmetics, some Morphe. They're just all palettes that I enjoy, but they're kind of just what I like to call the affordable drawer. Then next, this is kind of the, I don't know what you call it. The way in my mind that it's organized is sort of by like trending, but mid-range, I guess, palettes. These are, you know, I've got MAC, I've got Tarte, RM Beauty, Urban Decay in here, my P. Louise, my Ofra, Makeup by Mario, Siete London, Iconic London. I mean, just sort of like things that I enjoy. Some we've gotten in beauty boxes, but some are just, you know, my trendy palettes, my collector's palettes sometimes, and ones that I really love. Then we have the Jeffree Star drawer that I mentioned. So you see how bulky all of the packaging is? It's so fun, and you can't beat his packaging, but it makes it so hard to store it or for like travel or anything because it's just so bulky. So I ended up just creating an entire Jeffree Star palette drawer. Next, we have I call this my indie and colorful makeup drawer. So just the more colorful ones, things I can make a lot more creative looks with, and a lot of indie brands. We got Nomad and the Moon Slice, Odin's Eye, some Ace Beauté, because some of these were more colorful, Adept, Gourmand Girls back there. You know, a lot of the palettes that I get in either Ice Cream or I've gotten in Slay, or myself that I've gotten that are just particularly like really good formulas and like indie formulas, I think. Last, we have my luxury drawer. So this is kind of my more high end. Now, ABH I think is kind of mid. I mean, it can be luxury, but like kind of mid too. But it's bougie for me. Like, it's one of my favorite brands. And so I have it in here also because I collect a lot of the ABH palettes. And so I try to keep them all by brand, you know, collecting. I've got all of my Natasha Denonas in here. Patrick Ta, Pat McGrath, you know, Lancome, Chanel, Il Makiage is back there, Tom Ford. I don't know, there's more buried under there, I think, but you get the drift. It's just all the kind of bougier palettes. Hey guys, and then this is the top of my vanity here. So we have more makeup, but this is kind of my more current little system. This is sort of the everyday makeup I reach for almost every day. And it's here instead of in my other drawers, just so that I can get to them so much easier. So down on the bottom are just the current lashes I'm kind of reusing and lash glues. And then we have a lot of, like, I don't know, my brows, brow waxes, lippies and lip pencils and eyeliners that I reach for a lot. Y'all see this because I always use it for my eyeliner. And like color correctors, sharpeners, my beauty balm cleaners that I can do real quick. Some of the current like lip glosses and concealers and powders and compacts that I use like the most. So I just always reach for these, especially when I don't want to think about what I'm going to wear. I'm just going to throw on kind of the current makeup I'm using. It's all kind of in this little system, which is not very organized at the moment, but it is what it is. All right, so I figure I'll start showing you my pro kit really quickly too. Now, the top part of it is not any makeup. This is kind of more all of my tools, all the like spatulas and, you know, mixing pans and the notebook with a lookbook and all this, you know, admin stuff, cleaning supplies, like you name it. So more of the tools and whatnot, disposables, all of that for doing makeup. So I don't really have makeup in this one, so I probably won't show you this one. But this is the middle bag that kind of sits on top of my rolling, almost looks like a suitcase, but it's just a big bag that holds makeup. And this is more of what I call the base makeup. So this is for all my clients. Up here on the top, we have all of my airbrush foundations, this airbrush machines back here. And then back in here, I have some traditional foundations and setting powders, a lot of traditional foundations here, all my setting powders, there's finishing powders underneath. And this is all like the concealers and color correctors and things that come in like tube form. So yeah, my whole like kind of base kit for the face. Back here behind here, I have like hair nets and stuff for when I need to put their hair up for the airbrush. So overall, this bag kind of hooks onto the other bag, and then my brush sets go on each side here too, so I can carry all of the pro brushes as well. Then we come down to the big majority bulk of the makeup kit, and it has this, you know, so that I can roll it and everything hooks on to this base system. So there's a lot of goodies in here. In the front, well, I have my reading glasses in there right now, so I don't forget them next time. But sometimes I'll put palettes and stuff in here, anything extra that, you know, I'm adding to the kit. In the front flap is a lot of my lash supplies in here. Kind of show you back there. Some of it fell out, but I had Q-tips and disposables hanging. I've got pocket down in here. I got a bunch of lash glues, and then I have a lot of the lash tools like tweezers and scissors, you know, you name it. So this is kind of like my lash area in here, and a mirror for them to see their finished look. On the side pockets, I keep my little disposable cups, some hand sanitizer. We've got micellar water, eye makeup remover, so they just kind of hang out there. And then the majority of the rest is all in here. It's kind of a wreck at the moment. On the top, I have a lot of palettes. So a lot of face palettes, contour and highlight for more of my warm tone ladies. We got more bronze and highlight too. Blooming Romance palette. Can kind of make everything, but I still don't know about it. I've got an RCMA concealer and foundation palette. That new P. Louise blush palette that's so cute. Over here, a few more. Just, you know, all the things that I like to use as palettes. You can use that as lip and cheeks, like a cream one from Iconic London. I need to clean all of this, by the way. A customized palette that I made with some blushes and contours. Another contour and highlight one. more, this one's more for my fair tone ladies. And then this is my customized eyeshadow singles. So I just kind of put a lot of the like palettes up top. This is my giant lip kit. So I have a lot of things organized by color in here. So I've got a lot of my lip liners, the pinks, then a lot of the reds are down here. I've got more neutrals and browns somewhere back in there. And then I have like lipstick bullets, and I have them wrapped up by like neutrals, pinks, and reds again. I've got glosses, I've got lip plumpers and lip treatments in there, and then a lot of the lip palettes that I'll use from also. This is a lot of blush and contour, like kind of my cheek stuff is in here. It's more of your single blushes. I do have a little blush palette though, because it's so colorful, so pretty, but just a lot of like single blushes. I need to organize this again better. Some cream blushes and liquids, some highlights and stuff too. It's just kind of all in there for the cheeks. And then I have more of my toppers and primers and stuff. So the reason I have them both together is because sometimes I use these glowing primers almost as like, it can almost be like a liquid highlight too. So it's just kind of like my fun, I call this like the glitters bucket. Lots of like toppers and glitters and good primers and stuff. So that's the fun one. I love this one. Then down here on the very bottom, you can't see it because it's out of range, but I have a whole bucket I slide out that's more of my brow. So brow pencils are all together, eyeliners are all together, brow gels are all together, brow soaps that I can pull from, and mascaras. So everything's kind of just organized by like what it is, kind of a lot for the eyes. Then I have kind of a general lash like bucket that I need to restock. It's got a lot of Ardell's different styles, or Kiss, or some just wholesale like lashes I got. Sometimes I cut these up so that it's just like a pair at a time and it fits in here better, but it's got to be organized a little better at the moment. Down here I have more lashes, a few lash extensions, and I've got another pocket for just lash extension kit stuff. These are kind of my fancier lashes. And then I have a whole section for just the setting sprays that I use. All right, friends, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We're going to wrap it up here. It was super fun to share it with you guys. Hopefully next time we'll be a little bit more organized and tidy, but that was a first little peek and glimpse of my at least newly reorganized drawers. So make sure you stay tuned for more like this, and definitely there are some declutters coming to you soon. So you'll want to stick around and pop that subscribe so you don't miss all the fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.